Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Chiefs going up against the Titans. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kelsey out in the slot right. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 12, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. To throw is Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Ware. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share. Here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tamba Hali's stock in trade is a quick first step to the quarterback, and he knows how to finish when he arrives.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his zone drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Tighten up. Six guy. Check 6 guy.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Mariota on 4th down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Smith now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They complete it to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, dude.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the...
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This call down near the goal line. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Kelsey out in the slot right. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brandon, if I want to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley from a yard out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver, 74 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, here's C.J. Spiller. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try the air now with Smith. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. On now is a Tennessee native and former Volunteer, Dustin Colquitt, to punt it away. And look at this. It's a fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on him. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to locate Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. No gain, and it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit and make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Mariota now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And this one is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Halfback sent in motion. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Kelsey out in the slot right. They go play action here on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Smith rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
They can pass. Throwing is Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing, Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards still left on second down.
Check. Fresno.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Jim.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing again, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And Hill with it over the middle. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Over. Check 24.
Set. Move 45.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 50, it's Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On first down, Smith. And he rifles one incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find opens.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the wideout in motion. Play action now. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with first.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Play fake. Mariota under pressure, and they got to him again. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that's a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Play clock winding down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Who do you want?
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the interception, here's Smith. This will be caught at the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Set, move, 45. Force.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Under.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I guess this is how you define backs against the wall. You have a long way to go. You're down by more than a score.
And the defense really isn't going to allow you to get a big play, but sometimes you just have to force it.
I got him.
Following the interception here, Mariota surveying the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise,
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out here in the I. Throwing now, Smith. This will be caught at about the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now Smith. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Benny Logan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Smith going to throw it. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Charles.